G'day everyone, Nick aka Ballsy here, some people call me. Just had a quick video here for you to do. A lot of people when they go camping they say, hey, what size first aid kit should I take, or go for driving away for the weekend or you're on a little bit longer trip, what should I take for first aid gear? Those little first aid kits you can get from like the supermarket, different four-wheel drive shops, just anywhere where they sell, chemists even, that are nice and small and compact. They're handy, but if there's anything more happens, and usually does when you go away camping or fall driving or fishing, you kind of need something that's probably double to 3 times that size, because you're not just fixing one person, a lot of times you're fixing multiple people, or just patching them up so they don't get infected and then you have to cut your trip short. Worst thing to do. While we were away, we definitely used our first aid kit multiple occasions. My mate Dean from the Bush Company, he cut his feet up pretty bad. Not for what you think. He was putting his boat into the ocean and copped a wave on some shore dump, and he had to drag the boat out by hand on the rocks and oysters and cut his feet up pretty bad. So not what you might think. You might have thought, oh, he might have stepped on something sharp at the campsite. Luckily that didn't happen, but unfortunately cut his feet up pretty bad. So we used this first aid kit pretty well, but as you can see, it's not a little baby one. It's almost as big as my torso. Comes in a bag. What's handy about it is you've got a strap here. Some people put them around their waist. I tend to find that annoys me when I'm running, try and help someone. The good thing about this strap, I can strap it around the roll cage in the wife's Jeep here, and it sits up out the road. It's easy to get access to it, unclip it, grab it in my hands, run down to help someone, do the old action man thing, you know, and you got your hands free. Get to the scene, whip it off, unzip it, make sure everyone's not freaking out, especially yourself, and you've got a good access to your first aid kit. You've got a lot of bandages here, a lot of triage material, you've got saline solution, you've got antiseptic cream. And what people don't realise, and they often need when they're in remote locations, is they don't have a pen and a piece of paper. Now what's important about having a pen and a piece of paper is you can keep a record of what's happened and the times, and you can time things and write it down. And the important thing about doing that is when you get emergency help and they bring a medevac in to help you, you've got a record of everything, and they can take that with them and they can give that to the doctors or the medevac specialists. It's important to have that information when things do get bad, and at some point they will. When you're out in the bush, sometimes it's a sore ankle, sometimes it's cut open feet like my mate Dean got, or sometimes it's broken limbs just from accidents. So accidents do happen. Don't assume that they don't. Don't assume that, no, I'll be right, I can get myself out of there, when it could be something simple, little cut, tidy it up, clean it properly, protect it properly, and you can enjoy the rest of your holiday. Whereas simple little cuts, sometimes, if you don't do that and take care of them, you get septicemia, the limb blows up, starts to, stuff your blood up, and off to the morgue you go. So I know that sounds pretty harsh, but that's how a lot of simple wounds in the bush start and end up being really bad, and you end up with tragedy instead of some basic cut, clean it, patch it, let's go camping and keep camping. So, first aid kits, get a good size one. These aren't expensive. Most of the time this sort of size is under the 250 mark, and it's worth every cent. Worth every cent. It's not about branding, it's about a decent bag, a decent volume of gear in there, enough patches, antiseptic cream to last more than, I say more than, a day or two. Because if it's just a simple cut and you keep that clean, you could keep enjoying your camping trip remotely for a couple of weeks. And by the time the trip's up, that wound is healed and off you go. You kept enjoying the trip. Whereas it could have gotten worse, ruined the camping trip, and bad memories. Sometimes things that bad happen can be turned into good, and it can be a good story, but sometimes a bad story can be avoided easily. Any ideas that you've got, or any questions, or any great things that work for you for keeping your first aid kit stocked up, or anything like that, post them below. Feel free to ask. No question is stupid, because sometimes you think, oh, that's a stupid question, and it's a question that no one's ever asked before, and it ends up helping all of us. So have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, people.